Good evening. Welcome to the MOSO Not So Late Show. I'm your host, Sam Pogue, and we have a wonderful show planned for you guys tonight. In the house, we have Alicia Allen, zombie expert. She's going to give us the tips on why the zombie apocalypse is going to happen and what we can possibly do to prevent it. Also, we have Assistant Professor Chris Livingston of Communications with us tonight. You know, at this time I'd say something witty or give you something newsy, but our writers suck. I don't know if they're just fresh off the boat right out of college. I don't know if it's we're not paying them enough or that they just suck. But everything they've written so far is crap, so I threw it out and I need your guys' help. If you could contact us at moso.nsls@gmail.com, that would be awesome. Just go to that site, send me what you got. You know, I'm willing to read it, take it in, because what we have right now, it's not working. And so if you could help us, that'd be great. So without further ado, let's carry on with the show.
I got wires up my butt. Hold on.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I'm 12 years old, I swear.
That's what I told her. Oh, look at all that headroom. Rita, you're a camera genius.
All right, you guys ready? Sam?
Yes.
Alicia, you ready?
Oh, of course.
All right, 5, 4, 3.
And welcome back to the MOSO Not So Late Show. With us here, we have Alicia Allen, zombie expert. Alicia, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, Sam. Thanks.
Excellent. And you know, we brought her onto this show to talk about, you know, the zombie apocalypse that could potentially happen, or, you know, something that, you know, this ideology that we're all coming up with. And, you know, Alicia, you know, what can we expect potentially?
Well, the idea of zombies has been around for a very long time. It originated in Africa with, you know, witch doctors supposedly taking people's souls and then controlling them. You know, a soldier force that was completely in control of someone else, couldn't feel pain, meth heads, whatever. And now we tend to think it's going to be something more biological, chemical, brain parasite, some sort of antibody developed by the government or some scientist in a lab that will then destroy us. It's going to be bad.
Wow. And, you know, we have all these ideas. You know, you talk about the witch doctor and all that. You know, what are some stages that, you know, could potentially reality could happen to, you know, the society and stuff. You know, what are things that we can take in precaution, or things that we're going to see potentially that's going to bring us to this era?
Unfortunately, you know, poetic irony is going to get us in the end. I really don't think there's anything we can do to stop the zombie apocalypse. It's going to come. And someone's going to create some sort of vaccine. It's going to slowly infect the population, take us over. People lose control of their mental faculties. They then have no control over what they do. And you really just revert to instinctual reactions and feral animal type symptoms.
That's crazy. You know, it kind of brings us back to this, you know, when Jaws came out a long time ago, you know, everyone feared sharks and everything, and shark attacks were huge. And, you know, we look at this now, you have these movies like The Crazies and I Am Legend. You know, they're bringing back kind of these scares that something like this could potentially happen. You know, per se it does happen. You know, what are some cautionary risks that we can, you know, take into effect?
Well, when it does occur, and it will, what we have to do is get as far away from populated areas as possible, because people will follow their sense memory. They will go places they were already comfortable. Don't go to a mall. Don't be Dawn of the Dead. It's not going to work. You need to get away. You need to have as much gas in your car as possible, firearms, food, supplies, water above all, because contaminated water will get you one way or another, even if you just have chronic diarrhea. You need to run. Get as far away as possible, preferably up north. There's the theory that when the zombie bodies freeze, they won't be able to, you know, attack us. They don't have a working circulatory system. But it really depends how the zombie apocalypse comes about. If they're still living beings, then that might not work at all.
Really? That's crazy. And, you know, you're going along with this, you know, has there been anything in the past that, you know, has come up that you know, has kind of linked to this a little bit? Has there been any recent research or anything like that that's kind of come into play about this?
There's really nothing specific. As usual, the scientific community isn't taking this problem seriously, and I really think it's something we do need to address because the idea of a zombie plague is terrifying and very real. The idea of losing control. We're all afraid of mental incontinence, if you will.
Of course.
But no, it's really not being addressed. So really, all you can do now is collect water and pretend it's Y2K.
Well, thank you very much, and Alicia, thank you for that, and we'll have to definitely take this in consideration, and hopefully a show like this could bring out the awareness that,
well, I certainly hope so,
that everything like this is completely possible. So, Alicia, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Well, thank you, Sam.
All right. Next up is Jordan with the weekly update of what is going on this week.
Thank you, Sam. Hello, love bugs. My name's Jordan, and here's what's going on at Southern this week. On Tuesday, October 25th, from 12 to 2 in Finney Hall, we have the Heartbeat of Egypt. Egyptian percussionist Gamal Goma will present a master class instructing students on the techniques of traditional Egyptian rhythm. At 5:15 on Tuesday in Phelps Theater of Billingsley Recreational Center, as part of the Wellness movie series, they'll be presenting American Psycho. For Wednesday, October 26th, at 12 o'clock, as part of the Wellness Wednesday, they'll be playing tennis on the MSSU tennis courts. At 7 o'clock on Tuesday in Taylor Performing Arts Center is Haram, the unveiling of the mystery of forbidden dance. Magical, sensual, and thought-provoking, Egyptian dance comes alive in Haram. Wednesday, 7 o'clock, volleyball will be playing Pitt State. Thursday, October 27th, at 6 o'clock p.m., soccer will be playing Northwest Missouri. Also at 7 o'clock on Thursday in Corley Auditorium, Cab Comedy Night presents Tracy Ashley. Also at 7 o'clock on Thursday in Cornell Auditorium, the Egyptian Film Festival presents The Land, and what has been called the best Egyptian film ever. Yosef Kahin focuses on the struggles of residents of a rural village against a wealthy local landowner and government forces that want to deprive the farmers of their land in order to build an unnecessary road. Thursday and Friday at 12:30 to 4:30 in Billingsley Student Center, there will be a walk-in flu clinic. Saturday, October 29th, at 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Missouri Southern football will be playing the Northwest Missouri. Sunday, October 30th, soccer will be playing Lindenwood from 12 to 3. And don't forget, November 4th and 5th, Rocky Horror Picture Show will be shown at Webb City Route 66 Theater. And that's what's going on at Missouri Southern this week. Thank you for tuning in. Back to you, Sam.
And up next, we have Larita Gibson with your top 10 iPhone apps.
Thanks, Sam. And my name is Larita Gibson, and I'm from Just Another Stupid Podcast, and today I will be introducing you my top 10 apps for the iPhone. Coming in at number 10, we have Pandora Radio. Pandora Radio is an online radio station where you can pick your artist or pick a song, and from that artist or that song, it lets you sync your playlist. Coming in at number 9, we have Zombie Highway. Zombie Highway is a game that you drive down a highway and you get a chance to kill the zombies. Coming in at number 8, we have Angry Birds. Angry Birds is one of my favorite apps. It's basically self-explanatory. You just kill the Angry Birds. Coming in at number 7, for all the people out there who think they can sing but really can't, it lets you sync your voice and you get a chance to auto-tune your voice like you're T-Pain. Coming in at number 6, we have Words with Friends. Words with Friends is just an online Scrabble game where you can just basically play with your friends. At number 5, we have Facebook. Now, everyone out there is familiar with this website. It gives you a chance to stay connected with your family and friends. It gives you a chance to see their photos. You get a chance to chat with them. Coming in at number 4, we have ESPN Sports Center. Now, I play sports, so this is definitely one of my favorites. It gives you a chance to follow your favorite NBA players, WNBA players, college. No matter what team it is, you can keep track with each team you want. At number 3, we have Heytel. Now, for all you lazy folks out there who don't like picking up the phone to call your friends or anything, this app lets you press a button, and it's kind of like a walkie-talkie type deal. It just gives you a chance to communicate without picking up the phone and using your minutes. At number 2, we have Twitter. Now, Twitter is a good app. It lets you follow your favorite celebrities, your friends, from their day-to-day life. You get a chance to see pictures that they tweet. If they're on a set or anything, recording a video, it just basically gives you an inside life of the celebrities or your friends. Coming in at number 1, we have the Tango app. With the Tango app, it's just basically a free Wi-Fi type deal with the FaceTime. With me being 9 hours away from home, it gives me and my mom a great chance to stay connected while we're on the go. Once again, my name is Larita Gibson, and I'm with Just Another Stupid Podcast. Now back to you, Sam.
Welcome back to the MOSO Not So Late Show. We're here with Chris Livingston, Assistant Professor of Communications. Chris, how are you doing?
Fabulous.
Excellent. We got some questions here for you, and one of the big things we're curious about, with the Pittsburgh State and the Missouri Southern State rivalry, how is the transition being a PSU alum and coming over here to Missouri Southern to be a professor?
It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, and I think it's because both institutions are relatively small. Both have commuters, both have an array of traditional students and non-trads, and so I kind of felt like home coming over here. Even though I still tote my gorilla regalia, I have completely made the transition to a full-fledged Lion.
Love it. And also, you still live in Pittsburgh, correct?
Correct.
And so how's the commute every morning?
Some mornings I really wish I could just teleport to school.
I would imagine.
And some days where I actually enjoy my ride home. It gives me time to reflect on the day.
Well, very good. Excellent. Getting heavily involved and taking on a lot of responsibility here in the comm department as a professor and here with KGCS, where do you see, and what would you like to see this department, and especially this news station and all of everything here in the comm department? Where would you like to see it here in the next few years? Maybe on a 5-year and a 10-year plan.
Ooh, I'd like to see definitely more student shows, more student productions, which we are in the process now of getting a couple rolling. Student film, student movies, I think that we could collaborate with the theater department a bit more as far as actors, producers, and production work.
That'd be amazing.
In a lot of other departments, the theater is actually under the communication umbrella, so I don't see why we could not work that transition out as well.
Yeah.
And some more sports shows. I think we should do more than just football. I think we should touch base on cross country.
That wouldn't be a terrible idea. You know me on that one.
Some other sports on campus that just don't get reflected on enough.
Excellent. And so I mean, what have you seen? So far, has there been anything recently that's been brought to the table? Is there any shows?
This show I think is going places.
I hope so.
I have 2 other shows. One is basically kind of a modern mechanics take, but at the student level. What happens when you're on your way to school and you get a flat tire? Many people don't know how to fix one.
No.
So kind of a how-to for college students, getting the ramen noodles in there,
very
microwave, home cooking. And then we have a show dealing with genealogy, how to go back and kind of research your roots within the area.
Really?
Like local libraries have some databases that you can actually go and access and kind of trace back your lineage. So
that's awesome. Wow, I was unaware. Are you able to address who is leading these brigades right now?
One of them, the gentleman's name is Ian Hook.
Okay.
And the other one is Bill Kester. And so they're both entry-level practicum students that are highly ambitious.
Very good. And that's where it all starts right there. Well, excellent. Well, Chris, thank you so much for meeting with us today. It was awesome. Thank you, Chris, for everything, and we'll be right back.